Good afternoon. Yeah, please mute it from your side. There should not be any kind of disturbance and interruption from your side. Yes. Yeah. I told you people that today's class may be the last class on revision, and from tomorrow again we are going to start with the actual syllabus. Yeah, as far as your first internal exam is concerned, especially about the date, you people should ask concerned authorities. Better approach coordinator Venugopal sir. Sir will let you know about the date of the exam. We are not having any information. Okay. In my previous class, we had one exercise on classification of account. Later, we actually discussed about journal. We discussed what is the meaning of journal, what are the features of journal. Later, we discussed about format of journal, and I told you people that today we are going to solve one problem on journal, one problem on journal. I am going to solve only one problem because in my videos already I solved around 6 to 7 problems which are from question paper, right? I already solved around 7 problems on journal. Hope yeah, hope no need to solve a few more problems on journal, as it is a revision class. So I will solve one more problem and will give full stop to journal. And for more problems, you people can refer my videos on YouTube. Okay, yeah, let us start now. Let us start. We'll take certain transactions. Yeah. These are certain transactions on journal. Just a minute. Just a minute. Sorry. I think screen is visible to all of you. Screen is visible to all of you. Yes, is it visible? Is it visible? I need your reply on chat box whether it is visible or not visible. Okay, fine. Yeah. Yes, thank you. Fine, fine, fine. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. These are certain transactions. Today we'll pass journal entry for these transactions. Just a minute, I will make some small corrections over here. Okay, yeah, fine. Let it be. Yeah. So here, what is the question? Question is journalize the transactions, journalize the following transactions in the books of Arpita Limited, and they are given here around 10 transactions. Actually, I sent certain problems to you people on WhatsApp group saying like problems for practice on all the modules. Actually, you people need to solve those all problems. By that, you people will become perfect. Solution. So before writing the format of the journal, first you should write one sentence, that is journal entries in the books of Arpita. In the books of what? In the books of Arpita. Yes, okay. Later we should make format of journal. As we all know that the format of journal is consisting 5 columns. Yeah, how many columns it is consisting? It is consisting 5 columns. Yes, okay. These are 5 columns. Just a minute, I will adjust this particular table. We should have much space for particular column, that is second column. Understood. So like this, we should make 5 columns. Here, first column is meant for recording the date of the transaction. Second column is for particulars, where we should write the name of the account is debited and the name of the account is credited. Third column is meant for recording ledger folio. That is page number of the ledger account where the entry is being transferred. And fourth column is meant for debit rupees. Actually, it is amount column. And fifth column is meant for credit in bracket rupees. This is also amount column. Understood? This is what? This is the format of the journal. Okay. So let us write the date of the transaction. Yes, when the first transaction is taken place, it is taken place on 1st January 2016. We should write the date of the transaction. Okay, fine. Just Yes. Okay. Yes. Now, what is the transaction? Transaction is here. Transaction is here. Now, what I will do, actually, we should write all the journal entries continuously in the same format. Now, what I will do, below each and every transaction, I will pass the journal entry. In exam, you people are not supposed to write the transaction, just you people need to write the journal entry in a prescribed format. So, in order to avoid confusion and in order to avoid that wasting of time, now what I will do, I will pass journal entries below below each and every transaction. Yes, see here, here is the transaction and it is dated on 1st January 2016. 1st January 2016. What is the transaction? Commenced business with cash rupees 1,75,000 and building rupees 1 lakh. What I have told you people about application of golden rules of accounting, I told you people around 3 to 4 steps. No, what is the first step? We should find out the number of accounts in a transaction. How many accounts are there? I told you people that there will be minimum 2 accounts, but sometimes there will be more than 2 accounts. So here in this particular transaction, we are finding totally 3 accounts. Which are those 3 accounts? We are started business with cash. So one is cash account, one is cash account, and we also started business with building, so another one is building account, another one is building account. Who has started the business? Owner has started the business. So commenced business means he has started the business. So another account is owner's account. Which account it is? It is capital account. Commencement of business always indicates capital account. Understood? Whose account it is? It is actually owner's account. Whose account it is? It is actually owner's account. Are you getting my point? So one is cash account, another one is building account, and third one is capital account. Understood? Okay. Now, actually, this is the first step. Which one? Find out the accounts in a transaction. Once you found out the accounts in a transaction, your second step is you should see to it that those accounts are belongs to which category. Cash account is which account? Actually, it is real account because it is asset. Building account is which account? It is also real account because it is also asset. Capital account is which account? It is a personal account because it represents owner. So this is second step what you people need to do. It is the way of analyzing the transaction. It is the way of processing the transaction. No need to do this much work at the time of examination. Directly we need to write the journal entry. But for passing the journal entry, you need to analyze the transaction. So it is how we need to analyze the transaction. Now, what is the third step? I told you people 3 to 4 steps. No, find out the number of accounts in a transaction. Later, find out those accounts are belongs to which category. Later, based on the situation, you need to apply the debit and credit rules. See here, cash account is real account. What is the rule of real account? Debit what comes in, credit what goes out. Debit what comes in, credit what goes out. So when business is commenced with cash, here cash is coming into the business. So debit what comes in, cash comes in. So we should debit which account? We should debit cash account. Similarly, commenced business with building. Commenced business with building. It means even building is coming into the business. Understood? So debit what comes in? Debit building comes in. Understood? So we should debit buildings account. Then capital account, it is a personal account. See here, when we have applied debit rule to these 2 accounts, then of course now which rule is applicable? Credit rule is applicable. What is the credit rule of personal account? What is the rule of personal account? Debit is the receiver, credit is the giver. So here commenced business with cash and building. It means who is the giver? Owner is the giver. So which account should be credited? Capital account should be credited. Understood? This is the groundwork what you people should do before passing the journal entry. Are you getting my point? No need to write these all things. Just you need to analyze the transaction. Understood? You need to process that particular transaction. So now let us write the journal entry. Yesterday I told you people how to write the journal entry in the format of journal. In the first line of the particular column, we should write the name of the account is debited. So here which account is debited? Cash account is debited. So cash account debit. See here, we should write the name of the account is debited. Then we should put some dots and we should write the abbreviation of the debit. Actually, here two accounts are debited. Are you getting my point? So first we should write cash account debit. Then we should write again the another account that is debited. Which account is debited? Building account is debited. Building account is debited. So in the first and second line, we are written name of the accounts are debited. And in the next line, we should write the name of the account is credited using word called to, using word called to. So which account is credited? Capital account is credited. To which account? To capital account. Are you getting my point? So what is the journal entry? Cash account debit, building account debit to capital account. Understood? To capital account. Who is this Tejaswini? Yes. Roll number 269. Roll number 269. If you people are doing some kind of experiments, please don't do it in my class. What is this? Miss Tejaswini, who is this? Please don't use any kind of options without my permission. Roll number 269. Understood? Yes. Better, Miss Tejaswini, better if you are unable to come out from that particular option, no, you just leave the meeting and join the meeting once again. Are you getting my point? Yes, please don't disturb. Don't disturb. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Yes. So what is the journal entry now? Cash account debit, building account debit to which account? To capital account. Which account? To capital account. Okay. Now let us write the narration. I told you people, no, in particulars column, first we should write the name of the accounts are debited. Later we should write the name of the account is credited using word called to. In the next line, we should write the narration. This narration starts with being. What is this narration? Narration is nothing but summary of the transaction, which explains why particular account is debited and why particular account is credited. So just write this transaction itself by avoiding those amounts. Understood? Yes. Being commenced or started business with cash and building. Being started or commenced, business, started business with cash and building. With cash and building. Are you getting my point? With cash and building. Okay. Ledger folio column is nil. Ledger folio column usually it will be nil because they won't give us page number of the ledger account. Understood? Now in a debit column, we should write the amount. See here, which account is debited? Cash account is debited. So how much cash is invested into the business? Rupees 1,75,000. So this 1,75,000 rupees should be written parallel to the name of the account is debited. Cash account is debited. No. So in the debit column, parallel to the cash account, we should write rupees 1,75,000. Building account is debited. What is the value of building? It is rupees 1 lakh. See here, in a debit column, we should write amount parallel to the name of the accounts are debited. Understood? So cash account is debited. So in cash column, parallel to cash account, we are written 1,75,000. Building account is debited. So in debit column, parallel to the building account, we are written rupees 1 lakh. Understood? Here credit column will be nil. Parallel to the name of the accounts are debited. Understood? Now in credit column, yeah. What is the total investment? Total investment is rupees 2 lakh 75,000. 1 lakh 75,000 is invested in the form of cash and 1 lakh rupees invested in the form of building. So total investment, that is capital, is how much? It is rupees 2 lakh 50,000. Are you getting my point? It is how we need to pass the journal entry. Understood? Okay. Let us move to next transaction. Let us move to next transaction. Next transaction, actually, it is dated on 2nd January 2016. 2nd January 2016. Just a minute. 2nd January 2016. Just a minute. Okay. Yes. Now, see here in the date column, we should write the date, that is 2nd January, 2nd January 2016. Now, yes, let us move to particulars column. Yeah, before that, we'll analyze the transaction. What is the transaction? Transaction is goods purchased for cash. Goods purchased for cash. So, how many accounts we are finding over here? We are finding over here two accounts. Which are those two accounts? One is goods purchased. It means it is which account? It is a purchases account. Which account? Purchases account. Another one is which account? Another one is cash accounts. Here, goods purchased for cash. So one is purchases account and another one is a cash account. Purchases is which account? It is a nominal account because it is a expense. Cash is which account? It is a real account. It is a real account because it is asset. Now, based on the situation, we need to apply the rule of debit and credit. See here, what is the rule of nominal account? Debit all expenses and losses, credit all incomes and gains. So purchases, whether it is expense or income, if it is expense, we should debit it. If it is income, we should credit it. So here purchases are expenses. So we should debit purchases account. So write down which account should be debited. Purchases account should be debited. Now leave two alphabet space and write to which account should be credited now, to cash account. Understood? For the name of the account is credited, no need to write abbreviation. Don't write CR because to it indicates it itself, it indicates name of the account is credited. So what is the journal entry? Purchases account debit to cash account. Understood? Why purchases account is debited? Because it is a expense. Why cash account is credited? It is real account. No. What is the rule of real account? Debit what comes in, credit what goes out. When you purchase goods for cash, cash goes out of the business. That is the reason we should credit cash account. Understood? Now in the next line we should write narration and it starts with being goods purchased, being goods purchased for cash, being goods purchased for cash. Understood? Being goods purchased for cash. Is it clear? Ledger folio column is nil. Now in a debit column we should write amount parallel to the name of the account is debited. So purchases account debit parallel to the this particular account. I mean in a debit column parallel to the purchases account we should write 75,000. In credit column we should write 75,000 parallel to the name of the account is credited. Which account is credited? Cash account is credited. What is the journal entry? Purchases account debited to cash account. Why purchases account is debited? Because it is expenditure. Why cash account is credited? Because it is going out of the business. Let us move to next transaction. Next transaction, it is dated on 3rd January 2016. Yes, 3rd January 2016. Who is this? Who is this? Excuse me. I hope I am taking class for BCA students and I never had this kind of experience. We should have a kind of sense while attending the classes. Please mute yourself and please don't keep that video on. It must be off. Otherwise, I will bring this particular thing to the notice of the coordinator. My first priority is to discipline. If you are able to maintain discipline, attend my class. Otherwise, please don't attend my class. If you are taking it as a request, please take it as a request. If you are taking it as a warning, please take it as a serious warning. Otherwise, you people need to face the consequences. Allow me to concentrate on subject. Yes. Keep in mind, we are going to post these videos on YouTube. Even other people are going to see these videos. Think about the reputation of the institution. Don't check my patience. Yes, okay. Let us analyze the transaction. Here it is sold goods to Ramesh rupees 30,000. Here we sold goods to Ramesh. Other day I told you people, whenever we will find the name of the person in a transaction, we should be serious. I mean, we should pay proper attention. Sold goods to Ramesh. When the name of the person will come in a transaction, at that time we should clarify whether it is a cash transaction or it is a credit transaction. See here, whenever they will give the name of the person in a transaction, and if they not specified for cash, if they not specified for cash, it indicates what kind of transaction? It indicates credit transaction. And in case of credit transaction, person's account is very important. So here two accounts are, one is Ramesh account and another one is sales account. Sold goods, no, sold goods always indicates sales account. Purchased goods always indicates purchases account. So here are the two accounts. One is Ramesh account and another one is sales account. Ramesh account is which account? It is a personal account. Sales account is which account? It is a nominal account. Nominal account. Now tell me which account should be debited and which account should be credited. Sold goods to Ramesh. Ramesh is the personal account. What is the rule of personal account? Debit is the receiver, credit is the giver. So sold goods to Ramesh means Ramesh is the receiver. So receiver's account should be debited. So which account should be debit now? Ramesh account debit. Ramesh account debit. Which account should be credited? Of course, sales account should be credited. Why sales account should be credited? Because the sales are belongs to nominal account. Credit rule of nominal account is credit all incomes and gains. Sales are incomes. Understood? So we should credit sales account. What is the narration? Narration is being goods sold to Ramesh on credit. On credit. Understood? Goods sold to Ramesh on credit. Are you getting my point? Goods sold to Ramesh. Just a minute. Goods sold to Ramesh. Ramesh on credit. On credit. Yes, this is how we need to write the narration. Okay, let us move to next transaction. Next, sorry, we'll write the amount. Ramesh account debit. So in debit column, parallel to the name of the account is debited rupees 30,000. And in credit column, parallel to the name of the account is credited rupees 30,000. Understood? Yes. Okay. Let us move to next transaction. Let us move to next transaction. Next transaction, it is dated on 6th January 2016. 6th January 2016. Let us write the date. 6th January 2016. Yes, what is the transaction? Paid wages rupees 500. Paid wages rupees 500. I told you people know paid and received, they always indicates cash. So how many accounts are there here? Here there are two accounts. One is wages account and another one is cash account. Another one is cash account. Okay, wages is which account? It is a nominal account. Cash is which account? It is a real account. Now tell me which account should be debited and which account should be credited. Paid wages. Wages are expenditure. So according to nominal account, wages expenses should be debited. Since wages are expenses, so which account should be debited? Wages account should be debited. So wages account debit. Wages account debit. To which account? To cash account. Why cash account should be credited? Because cash is real account and credit rule of real account is credit what goes out. So when you paid wages, cash goes out of the business. What is the narration? Narration is being wages paid. Wages paid. Or you can write being paid wages. Both are one and same. No need to maintain uniformity in writing narrations. The only thing is whatever narration you will write, it must be able to explain why particular account is debited and why particular account is credited. So wages account debit, debit column rupees 500. To cash account. So credit column parallel to the cash account 500 rupees. Understood? Yes. Next one. Next one. Yes, am I audible to all of you? Will you reply me on chat box? Am I audible? Am I audible? Am I audible? Okay, fine. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. We'll continue. We'll continue. Yes. Next transaction, it is dated on 10th January 2016, 10th January 2016. What is the transaction? It is sold goods for cash. Here you are selling goods for cash. So how many accounts you are finding over here? You are finding over here two accounts. One is cash account, understood, and another one is sales account. Another one is sales account. Cash account is which account? It is a real account. Sales account is which account? It is a nominal account. Which account? Nominal account. So which account should be debited and which account should be credited? Sold goods for cash. Cash is real account. What is the rule of real account? Debit what comes in, credit what goes out. So when you sold goods for cash, cash comes in. So which account should be debited? Cash account should be debited. Understood? So cash account debit. Understood? Here leave two alphabet space. Write to which account? To sales account. To which account? To sales account. So cash account debit to sales account. Let us write the narration. What is the narration? Narration being goods sold for cash. Being goods sold for cash. Ledger folio column is nil. Yeah. Cash account debit 10,000 rupee. To sales account credit column rupees 10,000. Understood? Yes. Okay. Let us move to next transaction. This is paid for trade expenses rupees 700. Paid for trade expenses. So what is the date? Date is 12/1/2016. What is the transaction? Paid for trade expenses. So how many accounts you are finding here? One is a trade expenses account. Expenses account. And paid, it indicates what? It indicates cash account. Understood? Paid for a trade expenses. So one is a trade expenses account, another one is cash account. Paid expenses is which account? It is a nominal account. Cash account is which account? It is a real account. So which account should be debited and which account should be credited? According to nominal account, debit all expenses and losses. So which account should be debited? Trade expenses account should be debited. So trade expenses account debit. To which account? To cash account. Why cash account should be credited? Because here cash is going out of the business. Paid means it is going out of the business. Being, what is the narration? Being trade expenses. Expenses paid. Being trade expenses paid. So how much? Debit column parallel to trade expenses account 700 rupee. Credit column parallel to cash account 700 rupees. Hope you people are following me. Yes, hope you people are following me. Okay, let us pass the next journal entry. It is transaction is dated on 15th January 2016. 15th January 2016. Sorry, 15th January 2016. Just a minute. 15th January, 15th January 2016. Yeah. Cash received from Ramesh rupees 29,500 and allowed him discount rupees 500. So how many accounts you are finding over here? Cash received from Ramesh. So one is cash account. Another one is you gave him a discount, no? So another one is discount account. From whom you received cash? You received cash from Ramesh. So another one is which account? Another one is Ramesh account. So these are three accounts over here. Understood? Be careful. Just it is cash received from Ramesh, two accounts. One is cash account and another one is Ramesh account. Since here you are given discount, so another account is discount account. Understood? So cash is which account? It is a real account. Which account it is? A real account. Okay, fine. Then next one is discount is which account? Discount is a nominal account. Which account? It is a nominal account. Nominal account. Okay, Ramesh account is which account? It is a personal account. Now tell me, cash received from Ramesh, cash comes in, no? So according to real account debit, what comes in? Cash comes in. So cash account should be debited, right? Now next one, here allowed him a discount. Discount is nominal account, it is loss. So according to nominal account, debit all expenses and losses. So even a discount account should be debited. Debit all expenses and losses. Who is the giver? Ramesh is the giver. So which account to? Ramesh account, because he is the giver. What is the narration now? Narration is being cash received from Ramesh and allowed him discount. Allowed him discount. Understood? Being cash received from Ramesh and allowed him discount. Allowed him discount. Okay. Allowed him discount. Fine. This is the narration, right? Okay. Cash received from Ramesh. How much you received? 29,500. How much discount you are given? 500 rupees. So total of this will go to Ramesh account, that is how much rupees? 30,000. Keep in mind, your debit column and credit column total must be same. They must be same. Understood? Yeah, when 2 minutes will be remaining for ending this particular meeting, at that time I will inform you people. At that time, you people can post your roll numbers on chat box. Are you getting my point? Okay. Yeah. Now we'll finish off another two more or three more transactions. Yeah. Next one is goods purchased from Sudhir. Goods purchased from Sudhir. Yes. What is the date of the transaction? 14/1/2016. Goods purchased from Sudhir. How many accounts you are finding over here? Goods purchased means one is purchases account. Is it purchased for cash? No, it is purchased from Sudhir means it is purchased on credit. So one is purchases account and another one is Sudhir's account. Purchases are expenses, no? So according to nominal account, debit all expenses and losses. So purchases are expenses. Purchases account should be debited. Understood? Purchases account is debited. Then who is the giver? Sudhir is the giver. So Sudhir's account should be credited. What is the journal entry? Purchases account debit to Sudhir's account. What is the narration? Narration is being goods purchased from Sudhir from Sudhir on on credit. Understood? Being goods purchased from Sudhir on credit. Okay, purchased goods from Sudhir. Purchases account debit. We purchased goods worth rupees 27,000 to Sudhir's account. Credit column how much? 27,000. Understood? Okay. Yeah, better I will, yeah, will pass the journal entries. Will pass the journal entries. Yeah. Okay. Here, sorry. Yeah, date is 18/1/2016. You can post your roll numbers on chat box. I will save it later. Yeah, but at the same time, you people have to pay the attention. Yeah, cartage paid. Cartage is nothing but coolie charges. Coolie charges. Understood? Yeah, so they are also expenses. Cartage paid. So two accounts are cartage account and cash account. So cartage's account should be debited because it is an expenditure. Cash account should be credited because it goes out of the business. So what is the journal entry? Cartage account debit. Cartage account debit. To which account? To cash account. Because cash goes out of the business. What is the narration? Being cartage paid. Being cartage paid. Understood? Yes? Okay. So cartage paid is how much? It is rupees 1,000. It is rupees 1,000. Understood? Yes? Okay. Hope you people posted your roll. Hope you people posted your roll numbers on chat box. Just I will save the chat and will continue. Will continue. Yes. Okay. Yeah. Don't post your roll numbers on WhatsApp group at any cost. Okay. Yes. Let us pass the last journal entry now. Yes. What is the transaction here? Drew cash for personal use. Whenever cash is drew for personal use, it is called as what? It is called as drawings. It is called as what? It is called as drawings. So 20th January 2016, drew cash for personal use. Two accounts are, one is a drawings account and another one is a cash account. Understood? So which account should be debited? Drawings account is personal account. Rule is debit is the receiver, credit is the giver. So when owner draw cash for personal use, he is the receiver. So his account should be debited. What is his account? It is a drawings account. Which account? Drawings account, debit. Understood? What goes out? Cash goes out of the business. So to which account? To cash account. What is the narration? Narration is being cash withdrawn for personal use. Personal use. Understood? Amount column, debit column rupees 500, parallel to the name of the account is debited. Credit column rupees 500. Understood? It is how we need to solve problems on journal. At last, you should make total of both the debit column and credit column, and the total of both the columns must be same. Is it clear? Is it clear? Yes. Hope you people are following me, right? Yes, this is how we need to solve problems on journal. In my next class, I will start with ledger. Actually, I already posted